The views shared here are personal and don't reflect the sponsors or advertisers. This is for entertainment only, not meant to offend or harm. If you're easily offended, this isn't for you. Listen with an open mind. Now, let's get into it. Welcome to Life Unscripted with Zozo. Real people, real conversations, real experiences. Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to it, folks. It is Life Unscripted. I'm your host, KD Mulisiwa, KD aka Lizoti, aka Lizozo. Please do subscribe, comment, and be a part of our ongoing and growing community. Today's conversation is centered around a man who has gone through a lot in life. We're going to talk a little bit about all of that and understanding, navigating life in his shoes as a single father. That's the thing that a lot of us don't really know about or are not really exposed to, because normally you know about a single mother, but we don't really understand a single father, and he's a young single father at that. He's somebody I also have grown up with from primary school. I've known him since I think 2006. So he says, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome award-winning, multi-award-winning hip-hop artist, and he says he is a decent father, Frost Legato. What up?
Chilling. How you doing?
I'm good. So we don't call you Kitso anymore?
yo, no. It doesn't even feel natural anymore when people call me Kito. Honestly,
that's your name. Your name is Kitso, and I've always known as Kitso.
I decided I found a better name for myself, and everybody kind of just calls me that anyway.
Where did Frost Legato even come from?
Honestly speaking, I've given a lot of nonsense answers to this question because I don't really remember exactly where it came from, but I know it had to do with football in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Frost had to do with football in high school. Then the Legato, I added it later when we started rapping in high school. We started recording little projects and stuff. JMS, yeah.
JMS in Francistown.
Yeah. So that's how it came about, but the exact details even I don't know. I don't remember.
So what does Frost mean? It means cold.
It means cold.
So you were cold in the football.
Do you watch football? You watch sports?
Yeah.
Okay, so when somebody says they're cold, it's very calm under pressure.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, so that's where the Frost came from.
Yeah, exactly. And then the Legato, the actual full name was quite embarrassing. It was Frost Legato de KIT, because KIT Kito, right? And then I remember the whole I hate that name, and then I just cut that out.
So you actually hate your first name?
I don't hate it, but it just doesn't feel like me anymore. I've been Frost for most of my life now. More than half of my life now I've been Frost. Yeah.
Dude, how do you deal with crashing out? Because I'm asking this question, I know it's very random, because I have realized that since this past week or so, I have been internally crashing out. And when I say internal, is that it's in me, but I am maintaining my calmness. I'm maintaining my coolness. I am getting work done. I am showing up, and I am scheduling the crashing out. Okay, we're going to do this here. But even as we're working, I'm still crashing out. I can't imagine what that is like when you are a parent, because I'm crashing out thinking about myself alone. Do you ever have those moments? And how do you deal with those moments as a single father?
Again, I'm pretty calm as a person.
Yeah.
Right? I'm pretty calm, especially when it comes to emotional situations. I don't react outwardly that much anyway.
Yeah.
So but I also try but also it's lots of things for me, I take them lightly. I really do take a lot of things I think levity is a very important lesson in life. If you treat everything serious with serious energy, you're going to be messed up, because this life is very serious all the time, right? So I try to approach things with levity. If it's too far down and I'm really, really upset, I'll find something. I'll find an outlet for it. Music is a great outlet for it, for example. Playing sports is a great outlet for it. For some people, it's working out. But that's how it crash out. Or if you really want to, just take a pillow and go, ah! the pillow, and you'll be all right. Yeah.
And then you also shared with me a couple of, was it months back, where you talked about how on our ability, so you were cooking food and
You mean when I almost killed myself?
When you almost killed yourself in the house?
Yeah.
And then you slept, you passed out?
Yeah. I woke up to my neighbors. They'd broken my windows and were like breaking the burglar bars. They thought I was dying. They thought I was dying. But I was just fine. So now I get to I'm just like, and then Luna.
So you didn't inhale any smoke? Did you inhale any smoke?
No, I did. As soon as I got out into like the living room to the kitchen, yeah, I could sight those smoke. Yeah, it looked like a Snoop Dogg concert in my house.
Yeah, because it was just like it's just dark and cloudy in there.
Smoky the whole way through. But
like a hot box.
One, luckily I was the only person in the house at the time. Two, it was just smoke. Nothing was on fire or anything because it's an electric stove and all of that.
So nothing really burned.
Yeah, so even the walls are fine. The curtains smelt a little bit and then I aired them out or whatever. But yeah, that was just really dumb.
That's crazy.
That was really I came back from a night out and I think I was more tired than anything and I just passed out. Yeah.
Yeah. So you weren't too lit. You weren't too drunk.
This is why we need to go to Chicken Twist after we go out. Instead of getting home and trying to cook, go to Chicken Twist, have a couple of wings or whatever outlet you like, and then
not cook
when you're
and pass out.
Exactly.
A friend of mine actually went through something like that as well, where she also passed out from a night out. So
what was she cooking? It's always funny when you know what the person was cooking.
I don't know. I think she made like chicken or something like ahadika, because you're like, no, let me just make something quick. So
I was like, I'm not gonna waste my time with like palecho or pasta or anything.
Guys, get air fryers.
Yeah, I hear you. Still.
I think air fryers will not have you dealing with all that because you just put it inside and then you time it and then it'll just cook for you and it's done.
You know, hindsight is always 2020, you know. Hindsight is always 2020. Yes, and I could have just made something with the microwave too.
Or you could have just gotten KFC.
Yeah.
The drive-through is there, guys.
Yeah.
Like, don't die in your houses after a night out. Just get some KFC on the drive-through. I mean, I'm not trying to promote them. We all know I work with them. But
I have a friend actually who had a similar thing as well, but he's nearly dirashen, and I think that's
dirashen.
I think that's funny that you couldn't go to bed without dirashening out of your system.
I
was like, I think that one is more hilarious. Chicken is at least somewhat respectable.
Chicken takes more time, guys. Like, what the hell?
Because the thing is, I sat on my couch and I was not my couch. I sat on my bed. Get it like to laptop. I have a little office table on my to laptop. Check some emails.
That is the trap, dog.
I was gone.
That's the biggest trap.
Yeah.
But the minute you sit down, it's a wrap.
Yeah, facts.
You're not supposed to sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, Frost Legato.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Surprisingly good. I've been good, man. I've been good. I've been good quite recently. I've gone back into doing music after like 4 years.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so recently I put out a rap song just for the internet. Then I put out an actual song as well a couple of months back. So yeah, I think I'm feeling like myself. Yeah, for sure.
So you're back to music.
Yeah, and I needed it. I really did need to go back to it. We just talked about outlets for crashing out or whatever. If you do something your whole life and then you take that out, you're gonna have some sort of real gap. I'll give you an example, like with sports. I know when I took out sports from my life after high school, I had no place to get my little endorphin boost every now and then, or whatever. Music is the same thing. It was such a part of my schedule. Okay, I'm gonna write something, and I'm gonna record it. Then I'm gonna work on it, and I love obsessing over things. I'm gonna obsess over this for this time, and then when there's nothing like that, and it's just like spun. Let me put some money in my pocket, or whatever. And then there's a kid as well, and then there's you as well. Then it becomes a bit much. So I'm happy I'm back. Yeah.
Are you consistent though with it or
with music?
Yeah.
Since I started.
Yeah.
Since coming back.
Since coming back.
Yeah, for sure. We were shooting. I think we were supposed to do this interview a couple of weeks ago, and I was
shooting. You were shooting something.
Yeah, we're shooting a music video for that as well. Again, it's the first song back, so I know I have to rebuild everything from scratch after so long. But yeah, I'm gonna be very consistent. The beautiful thing is the last year and a half before I released it, I was recording music, so there's so much there already in terms of content. Now it's shooting the video side of things and putting it out there and promoting it, but the music is there.
And getting the bookings and everything.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about that. I mean, even like when I was at the height of what I was doing, I was getting way more money from doing my own gigs and corporate gigs than I was waiting to be booked at, I'm not going to say any names of some local events, but some local events would offer you peanuts and then you could go make times 4 of that doing your own show.
Yeah.
So I'm not really too bugged out about that. I know I have really good relationships with some corporates as well. I have a band that we play with.
Yeah.
Money will never be the issue there, and I don't want to follow these guys up and be like, hey, I'd really like to go perform at your show. Nah, I'm fine.
What's your take on comedians becoming rappers?
If you're good, I don't care. If you're not good, then I do care. Yeah, then I do care. I was having this conversation with someone that said, why is it a lot of rappers are like so judgmental of each other and critical of each other? It's like the one genre where people talk about each other. Like you'll never hear the Beatles talk about Oasis or something like that.
Yeah.
And like there's a competition.
Yeah. I was like, it's always the rappers, the hip hop.
Yes, but at the same time, let's say you work in a corporate office and somebody that you do a much better job than is getting all the plaudits. Are you not angry?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Do you not want to speak out?
Pissing you off a little bit.
You don't go say, hey, boss.
Yeah.
Leading.
Yeah.
Then why can't we do that in music? And then hip hop also just is a sport. It started as people battling anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have no problem if you're dope. Like for example, I like a lot of William songs. I think he's done well because he's always kind of recorded. I have a fun story for you actually.
What is that?
All right, years ago, maybe 2019, 18. This is when William was starting to blow up. I realized, because I was supposed to message him about something we wanted to do with him. I realized he'd messaged me like 3 years before.
Oh.
Yeah, like 2015, 16, he'd messaged me asking me for a verse. So that makes me know that he's always kind of been wanting to do music as well.
Yeah.
The comedy in that just goes with it.
Yeah, because there's Book Costa, there's William Lass, there's Bob Benene Ponono, I think, that are also venturing into music, but we all kind of knew them as comedians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you, like I said, I don't know about those other two. William, I mess with him because I know it's something that he's always wanted to do.
Yeah,
and he puts
music,
and he puts a lot of energy and passion into his craft. So that's fine with me. Yeah.
And how have you been coping being a single dad? Do you live with your child?
Not full time, no. Thank goodness. I don't think.
What are you even?
I don't think I'll be able.
You're supposed to be living with your baby full time.
I don't think I can.
You are a whole father. You're a parent.
I don't think I could do it full time. Honestly speaking, with you,
yeah.
Especially because like I'm at a point where I'm doing so many things all the time. I have some sort of work. I have music I'm trying to get back into. I have some businesses as well that I've been pushing for a bit now. It would be really hard. Even if I lived in with my daughter, I'd have to have like a maid all the time.
Yeah.
And I think it's better. Why not just go be with your grandmothers when they're around, So it's so much easier that way. And I have so much support in that aspect that, take advantage of that as much as possible. Yeah.
So what's the dynamic like then? Like, does she come on weekends to come see you, or...
It's
is it like once, like I don't know, I could really know how these co-parenting and how it works, how there's like a schedule that's put in place, so I want to just understand how you do it then.
It's a bit more dynamic than that. Sometimes we'll be together most of the week, sometimes we'll be together a couple of days. Like I think I've been with my daughter and I'm leaving. I left her today to come to this interview, but she wasn't happy about. But then I'm going to see her probably Thursday I'll be with her until probably the next Wednesday, Thursday as well.
Oh, okay. So you can have her for like a week.
Yeah.
Full on being.
Yeah. Or sometimes as well, when my mother's not around as well, she goes there and then we're there together. It always just depends on the situation.
Yeah.
And she likes it as well because for her, she has multiple houses.
Yeah, to live in.
And then multiple places and multiple people that give her a lot of love as well. So yeah, it's good. It works. It really does.
So are you dating? Are you seeing anybody?
Damn.
I mean, we said you are a single father, so we don't know. Maybe you are a relationship father.
How do I answer this properly?
You don't want to offend them. How many are they?
Like 10.
Like 10?
No.
Do they know that they're 10 though? Like, did you communicate that? Or are you like one of those guys?
Kim Swati vibes.
Yeah. Or are you one of those guys that just doesn't communicate?
I am seeing
a person. Is it one person?
Oh, is it? Is it one person? Is it 10 people?
Is it 5?
I'm seeing.
So you're going on dates?
Yeah, let's put it like that. I'm going on dates. I'm dating. Let's say I'm dating.
Did you like meet on Tinder?
No, I can't do that. I've always said I would have loved to get on Tinder, but I know if I get on Tinder, screenshot immediately. Wanna frost?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Plus, I feel especially here, too many people know me and my situation. And another thing that I really have a problem with is just like, not a problem with, but I think whenever I meet people, they come in with an idea of me based off of everything they know beforehand. So it's either I'm living up to or living down to whatever expectation that you have of me, which is not really fair. It doesn't create like an authentic getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Because I get to know more zero with somebody and they're starting on like 50%.
Yeah, they already know a lot about you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's always quite difficult, but not right now because I'm, let's call it seeing.
Do you want to maybe give us context for somebody who's listening to you for the very first time, or they're watching you now and they don't even know your situation, like how you spoke about it?
Yeah.
I would prefer you do it.
Okay, how do I put this? Well, I quite clearly was dating somebody also in the public eye for a time, and we were together, and this was around 2019, peak of my career actually at the time. Hate COVID. COVID really ruined my bag. Like, so we need to talk about that as well. Yeah. So 2019, I just released like some really big songs, getting awards, doing whatever, doing really, really well. I meet someone else who's doing fantastic in her life as well by the name of Zibo, and she was a YouTuber. So our life was very public.
Yeah, very public.
I am private, but I don't mind. Like, I'm not gonna be if I'm seeing somebody and they post me, I'm not gonna say, "Hey, don't post me! How dare you!" I might not
post me.
Yeah, I'm not that guy that's gonna shout, "Get a delete the honor." I'm not gonna do that. So when she started posting, it was cool. People started knowing about us, and then we dated. We had a great relationship. And
how long are you guys together for?
Like a year and a half, probably a year and a half. So we were together for a bit, and then COVID happened, and right before COVID, you found out that we were pregnant, and mixed emotions at the time because you're excited, but you're also like, God damn, life has to change a little bit because I was a wild boy in my 20s.
Pause it there. Yeah. At the time when you guys found out you were pregnant, how many months or how long has it been?
How long had we been dating?
Yeah, had you guys been together?
Ooh, maybe like 10 months, 9-10 months or something like that. Yeah, in retrospect, it seems pretty quick. But
people have it worse, my boy.
But at the time, it was just like, I think we were worried for obvious reasons. Like, a kid is a big undertaking. But we were also kind of just like, it's you, so I'm gonna it's you, so I'm down. Whatever, let's go for it. We'll figure it out as time goes on. And then COVID happened, and COVID happened, made things a little bit difficult because at the time we were basically living together. She had a place, I had a place, but as if anybody stayed where they lived. But then COVID happened and I moved out. She moved back in as well with family. And it strained things a little bit, but that's just COVID. That's nothing really personal about us. But we're still going strong. And then, September 16th, 2000, I have my little girl who's 5 years old now and very loud.
That's 2020, right?
Yeah, 2020, September 16th, I have my little girl, and I get my little girl, I lose my girl, basically, due to some complications.
Yeah.
And thus started the spiral, I guess. But I don't really think I had a chance to really spiral. Yeah. Because there's a person already there looking at you like this, so you don't really have time to feel sorry for yourself, or, the world hates me. Well, somebody there is like completely innocent and doesn't know what's going on. So but that happened and gone through it, been through it, still here.
Does grief get better or does it get worse?
It changes. It changes. Grief, I think, if I could give like an analogy, grief is like, even if it's not affecting you in the moment, it's just, it's waiting for you. So you like, obviously right around the time things are horrible. They're just horrible day in, day out. But let's say you have a good day or a good week. It's somewhere there just getting buff, bro.
You are triggering me right now. I just lost my grandmother, so I kind of get it. Yeah. So it's waiting for you in the corner.
It's waiting for you in the corner. You're gonna get to a point where like just something random is gonna throw you completely off again. You might not have as many bad days after some years, of course. I think you'll have less and less bad days, but then you'll have other things as well. Then you just have generally, the grief is the pain, but then you'll have like just missing the person as well, which is separate, which is just like there's nothing to do about that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, pain, let's say, decreases.
Yeah.
But then it's just missing the person, that doesn't decrease. You know, so yeah, it sucks, dude. There's no way around it. There's literally nowhere. There's nothing you can do about it. I tried everything.
Yeah.
Minus
it's been
drugs.
Like, what, 4 or 5 years now?
Yeah, 5 years.
5 years.
I tried everything, dude. I tried everything minus drugs. So I don't know.
Which is great.
Maybe that works. I'm joking.
Which is great, because some people really do spiral and they get out of control, and then it's downhill. So we thank God that you did not take that route.
Yeah. But at the same time, like, again, I think for me, I had a daughter, so I had someone that I had to give love to, even though I felt very loveless on days. And that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know, living with my daughter would, obviously, I think it's probably going to happen. I think very soon, they're going to start saying, when I know how to just, you know, yeah, come get you now. But I don't think I could have done it at that time. And also, for the first 2 years of my daughter's life, we're basically all living in the same house. My daughter and, you know, her mom's mom, and even my mom, we all lived in the same house for like a year or two.
Whoa, yeah. So her maternal grandmother
and her paternal grandmother, yeah, at the same time,
living in the same house.
Because this is COVID, remember? This is COVID, so we're just like, and at the time, it was just like a big house. So it was like, why not just all chuck in here and just live? So the great thing for Aja is that she's never, you know, felt a lack of love in her life before.
Never. She'll have a lot. She's had a lot of it, actually.
She's had a lot of love in her life.
Even from the internet too.
Yeah. She's always, I'll tell you another story later on. But yeah, she's always had a lot of love, and that was great. So literally the first almost 2 years of her life, there was like 3 people in the house. I'd do like, maybe I didn't do mornings. I hated mornings, but I was like afternoon, evening. I'll be with my daughter, feeding. I actually really enjoy that time because I'd just be sitting there on the couch and she'd be in her little, I forgot what it's called actually. The little beds, the portable beds that they have. And we just, I'd watch some TV, feed her, change her, and just the routine.
You're a dad.
The routine was great though. The routine was really good. And yeah, so that was the first couple of years. After that, things get a bit spooky in the middle, but we're back to being in a really good place again. Yeah.
Spooky how? Like figuring it out?
Yeah, figuring it out, because then it was like, okay, cool. The thing that I was relying on for money was music, and COVID killed everything. Yeah, I mean, also, I just left music for a bit as well, and the bookings didn't exist in 2020 and 2021 basically, and then even in 2022 when it kind of came back. We had gotten to a really good point in 2019 where locals were getting booked all the time. I was booked all the time. Faded was booked all the time. Banty was booked all the time.
It was a good time for hip hop.
It was a good time for hip hop, especially. And then I think last couple of years, it's always been internationals, and like only if you're the number one trending thing right now in the country, you'll get booked. So then I had to refigure that out. Like, okay, what am I going to do? You know, for money? What am I going to do for living, and how am I going to make, you know, a life for myself again outside of the things that I'd been doing previously?
And how did you do it?
I run a business. I run a business. It's basically like a teaching business. Okay. And that's how I did it, really. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're Mr.
Yeah.
Zomber? The teacher?
I should use my middle name actually because I think it's easier.
What's your middle name?
No, I'm not gonna say, because then they're gonna find my stuff on the internet.
They're gonna find you?
About a 2 out of 5 stars, and then I'm gonna lose money. Nah.
So you're like a teacher now?
Yeah, but I'm moving away from it.
What are your subjects?
English mainly. Yeah, because English mainly. So I started a business, but even the businesses were up and down. So there was a time where I was making a really good amount of money. I started a school with somebody else, and they literally screwed me out of like hundreds of thousands of pula, actually, as well.
Did you sue them? Did you do anything about it?
They lived in China. It was a Chinese company, right? So there's literally no way to really litigate them, which sucks. But even that was up and down. So this is the bookie period that I'm telling you about as well. And so there's a lot to figure out. But yeah, even within all of that, my daughter's just been like a shining light.
Yeah.
And we've always had like an amazing relationship and all of that. So that's the one thing I don't have to worry about.
So now it's gotten better, like you've gotten the hang of things.
Yeah.
money wise, dad wise, being yourself wise, the balancing really behind all of it as well. So sharp.
Being myself again is the hardest one because it's the last one on the list.
You have to be a lot of things before you can be yourself.
I have to be a lot of things before I can be on the list, which is why when I started putting out music again this year, it's only because now I'm starting to feel like myself again.
Damn.
It's me. We are, you know what I mean?
Oh, really? So I'm feeling myself. Your style. This is who you are.
I'm feeling myself. It's me again, you know? But I didn't have time to think about all those things
before.
I have a friend who's about to have a kid, and the one thing that he always tells me that he's really like worried about is that it stops being about you. It really does stop being about you. And in fact, like you're so many more things in life before you are the you that you, I guess, connect to the most, where you feel like you're abseiety, the feeling of being oneself, right? Before you get to that, you do so many other things. So that's what I'm happy about now that I'm feeling like that again.
Did you like ever go for therapy though to like deal with everything?
No.
Why?
There wasn't time. One, there wasn't time. Two, my mother's a psychologist. And funny story about my mother and I. My mother went to university like while we were together, and she's like in Australia and stuff. So I was basically reading with her. Like I knew so much of like what psychoanalysis was even before I did it as a module in UB. You know, so I kind of feel like the stuff that every time they talk to me, like, I know what you're talking about, bro. I know what you're trying to get from me. I know what this is. It's like it doesn't really work on me because
you're already like 5 steps ahead.
I'm seeing behind the veil. To which I think my mother said to me, but that's not how it's going to be when you do therapy, because they're not going to come to you and say, hey, this is what's it, CBA, cognitive, blah blah blah, whatever it is. This is they're not going to say that. They're just going to ask you how you are. And I don't know, maybe I was scared about that question. Yeah.
Oh, you don't want me to ask you how you are?
Now, go ahead. But like beforehand, let's say right when everything was happening, when I should have been getting therapy, I think that question did scare me,
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah. That would have been me crashing out.
Damn, because you're going to be screaming and you're like, I'm not okay, oh my God.
Throwing things at the wall, all kinds of things.
So could you say that you know yourself now, given all that you've been through? And because you said that it's now about you, it's about yourself. Do you now know yourself, or do you have an understanding of yourself at this point?
Yeah, that one I think also just comes with age. You know, we are not, of
course, when you get older.
We are not spring chickens anymore. That one I think comes with age. But I think mine had a hurdle in that refining yourself, because it's also like, okay, a lot of how people viewed me as well. This is why I say on the song with Dutch Seiko, I say, I hate pity. Because people start seeing you as that thing. That becomes the way people know you. How do you know Frost? Frost whose, girl passed away. Really, it sounds crass, but that's how I was being viewed for a while.
Yeah. Is that still your identity even now? It still is, right?
Yeah, it's for some people for sure. Yeah, for some people for sure. I notice it like on social media. Like when I post something me, versus when I post something related to, say my grief for my daughter or whatever, the difference in how people react to those things.
So with you, it's sympathy.
With that situation, it's sympathy, and it's so much more in terms of like outpouring of like, how do I describe this? It's like they resonate with that more. They want to hear about that more sometimes.
About what? The grief?
About the grief, yeah. I don't know what it is about people. Like they have like a hard on for grief or something. Like it's like that's what they want to hear, and I get it.
Would you call it a hard on? Okay,
because it feels like that. Because like I get it. Some people that I connected with around this time, I had so many great people that would send me messages. I had a guy from like SA that a couple of messages back and forth, and he was telling me his situation. He has like a 16-year-old. At least she was 16 at the time, and he'd been raising his daughter by himself as well. Similar situation, lost the mother during childbirth. And yeah, I had so many people that really connected well. But then now it's like, all right, cool, guys. But you realize I'm still Frost Legato, right? Yeah, I'm not just the victim of circumstances that happened to me. I am this guy as well. So I do see people see me in different ways, yeah.
Yeah, so now you know who you are.
Now I know who I am, yeah.
Who are you?
I'm a really dope artist, man. I'm a really dope artist. I'm a nerd, low-key, at heart. I am painfully competitive. Which I think you know that one.
Yeah, it comes from the sports side.
I'm painfully competitive, but I am not like a let's say bad winner / bad loser. I'm just somebody that likes being intrigued by something and getting into it and doing well and doing badly until I get there. I'm super ambitious about things, but I kind of lost ambition because I had to, put something in the kitchen. Yeah. See what I did there? See what I did there?
You had to cook.
I got... Yeah, so I had to do that. That was bad.
That's such a dad joke. No.
Yeah. But yeah, I had to find sustenance first before I could do do with who I am again.
Yeah.
But yeah, nowadays I'm much better. Yeah.
I'm happy for you. I want to go back a little bit because you talked about living with your mom and Zibo's mom in the same house. What was that like?
It was cool. I think we were all generally down in the dumps, sad. I mean, me and Zibo's mom specifically. My mother, of course, knew Zibo as well, but maybe she didn't have as much of a relationship. She was more like worried about her son, I guess. But yeah, there were some crazy nights where I'd fall asleep crying or something, or I'd like wake up in the middle of the night with Aja next to me and hear that maybe she's crying as well, and just like everybody's just in pain all the time. And this is COVID, so you can't leave the house, and you're just like stuck in that funk. That was good, I think, though, as a positive, instead of doing it all by yourself and being sad by yourself all the time, knowing there's other people, and of course family, both sides was in and out as well around the time. So that one was crazy, but generally it was quite good. Zibo's mom is amazing. She's great. I can't say enough. I don't have enough superlatives to talk about how great she is.
Yeah.
My mother as well is a great person, of course. So yeah, it was a net positive.
Have you gotten to the point where you can tell Aja about what happened?
That is my next big worry, because she's like 5 now. She's 5 years old now, and she's asking questions.
What is she asking?
I mean, as of right now, she calls her Zibo's mom Mama. All right, so she doesn't really know exactly what's going on. So sometimes I see she's confused. It's like, but Daddy, this. She's adding 1 + 1. She's like, mother, this is 4. This is not 1 + 1.
She's a smart girl.
She's a smart girl. But yeah, I think that one is going to happen soon. And like we talked about grief, the grief that I felt there, I just feel it's going to rush back in when now I'm explaining it to her. Because then I have to see grief through her eyes, and maybe an even more confusing type of grief through her eyes. So I worry about that. I have a very joyful, loud, talkative daughter who I think needs a podcast as well because of how much she yaps.
She's a ball of fun.
Yeah. So I don't want that to affect her in such a way that she forgets that she's been loved and will always be loved. And I don't want to feel like there's a lack of something in her life, like there's a gap there that can't be filled. Yeah. So.
But she'll obviously get older and she'll notice and she'll see it, and she sees it from school, like, because kids always see the things from the outside, and they're like, how come it's like that there, and how come at home it's like this? And then you come with the questions and they ask you, and then you're not ready to answer, and you're like, wait a minute, I don't think I can do it. So do you have like an age where maybe you think it's going to be the most appropriate to talk to her about it?
Don't really have an age in mind, but I think it'll come from her questioning. Yeah, I think it'll be more appropriate to when she starts being inquisitive about what's going on, and she's like, she asks real questions, I'm gonna give her real answers. I try my best not to lie to my daughter in the slightest, even if a concept is too difficult for her to understand. At least I told you what it was, so when she does ask, I will give her answers. We've also talked about getting a child psychologist in and around that time too. Of course, having the initial conversation with Aja first is something I want to do, but after that, getting a child psychologist if necessary as well. We'll do that too. Yeah.
Does your extended family, or like maybe your moms, your support basically, do they just allow you to be her dad, her father, and not really like get in the way and say, no, don't do this, don't do that, or try to micromanage you.
Hey, we're talking about women. Women will always tell you exactly what to do here. We're talking about, well, they'll always tell you what to do. But actually, no. I think both of them kind of, especially for serious things, I am given like the final say, which is great.
That's good.
Especially because I lean on them so much, they'd really be within their right to be like, no, I think I should. No, but they don't do that. They literally just say, so what do you want to do?
Yeah, what do you think?
What do you think? And that's beautiful. Again, that's really cool. My situation is a lot better than most people's situation. You know, that's another reason why there's not a day to feel sorry for myself, because, you know, it happens. I mean, yeah, it's happened to me. It will happen to other people, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But just love your kid. Hopefully you have a good support system. Even if you don't have a good support system, just make it work. You know, if everything goes on fire today, you know, and I'm just with my daughter, life will work. We'll go on. We'll move on, and we'll be fine. Yeah.
I'm really glad. So now let's talk a little bit about dating, because now we've got like the really serious stuff out the way. Yeah. I'm very proud of you, by the way, you've been able to carry yourself throughout your ordeal and your experiences with life. You said that somebody that you meet or that you're seeing would know 50% about you already. Yeah. Because of how much we've known about you losing the mother of your child, you being a public figure, you being a rap artist. How does that make you feel?
I guess it's kind of like it comes with the territory. I mean, you too, you would know this as well. Being a public figure, when guys try to approach you, don't you always feel like they want Lezozo, but what about KD?
With me, on my part, it's quite annoying. Yeah, that's the word I would use. I want to be blunt with it. It's very annoying. And the minute you start talking to me as Lezozo, I get turned off. Like that for me is like wow, pow. Because clearly you don't see me as a human being, and you're not trying to know who I am before I'm this public figure, of which I'll always be, for sure. But there's me too. You have to want to know me from a genuine perspective as well, because people have all these sort of perspectives about who we are, how we live, our lifestyles. Hey, we go out, we do this, we party. Until they get to learn who you are and they realize, motowa borai. Because really I am boring. So I wonder how it's like for you too, to be dating or to be going out or to be seeing someone or these people. Because it's not for me. It's so annoying.
I think also because like the personalities that we would be, especially like, okay, music. Yeah. But even like presenting for you and like with all the stuff that you do, it's like yourself on maximum volume. I heard this once before. Even if it's me on maximum volume at my best. Yeah. It's not me day in, day out. So when somebody expects that from you all the time, how explicit am I allowed to get on here?
You can. Go right ahead.
Even in my life, stock. Come eat this stock. I can't do it. Because it's like, it's not genuine. Even if the girl is like very pretty and she's hot. Yeah. I've never been able to do that. Lots of my niggas and my friends around me have taken stock that was like
supposed to be yours.
Or like groupies, let's say, for example. That was supposed to come to me. I was like, hey, hi. And I'll take a photo with you and I'll do all that kind of stuff. But then after that, it's like, yeah, but you want that guy. You want Frost. Right? Yeah. Frost is not going to sleep with you. You know? Kito might, but you don't want Kito.
Does that make sense? Want Frost.
You want Frost, and Frost doesn't do that. Frost just tries to keep as clean as possible in terms of
image.
Image, and also in terms of, I don't want to get intimate with somebody that just wants that guy only. So I've had a lot of those situations where people just wanted that guy, and I've had fun with it. I won't lie to you, but it can never be anything.
Yeah. Have you ever been offered like, I don't want to make it sound bad, but have you ever been offered like sympathy rounds?
Yes, a lot. Yes.
Like a lot of times.
A lot of times I think, a lot of times.
So what is the conversation like?
Man, I'd have to like really go back into my mind, but I think women are interesting people. I had a girl tell me, no, we can raise your kid together. I'm like, I just met you like yesterday. We're texting. What are you talking about? You're not going to see my daughter for like a calendar year. What the hell? But they are people. there are people that have, not explicitly said, "Hey, come get some rounds because I know you're going through some stuff."
Yeah,
but there's like a kind of like for some reason they're all of a sudden more pushy and like they're trying to really throw it on you.
How do they do it? Kind of good. I want to just get it from your POV.
Okay, because girls don't really like have to flirt that much.
Yeah.
You can do the bare minimum and let the guy kind of take over. Yeah. When you see the girl saying, "I'm coming," etc., 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 like she's really trying to initiate it, and you're noticing, "Oh, this is not normal. I'm a decent looking guy. I'm not this decent looking. What's going on right now?
I'm not that hot.
I'm not. Come on."
Just decent.
So yeah, it has happened. I'm not gonna say I haven't, tasted the fruits of it before.
Oh, you've had that as well.
But
was it good?
It's kind of good, yeah. But
this is kind of good.
Yeah, because also this is around the time I was crashing out.
Yeah.
So think of just like when COVID had just finished and all of that. And this is also when we moved away from that house, because of course the first year and a half, almost 2 years of my daughter's life, it's not happening until I got my own place again properly, right? Yeah, so yeah, it might have happened.
How many times? Like, was it different people?
No. I think it also just got played out a lot. At that time, I was really struggling because the first 2 years I'm with my daughter all the time. Now when I'm living by myself again and, I'm going out. And
independent, bachelor.
I'm doing drinks. I'm going crazy because I'm really still in pain.
Oh,
it's just been nozzle. There's just been like a nozzle on my pain.
And then it's like,
come on. Yeah, let's open this. So it was, and it wasn't healthy, not healthy like physically healthy, but it wasn't like mentally healthy as well. But then also you could argue, just like when you break up with someone and you want to have like a million drinks and just be stupid, maybe it was something similar to that as well,
So you're crashing out on the vagina. Got it. But I mean,
that should be the title of this podcast.
I hear you.
Crashing out in the vagina.
I hear it.
Yeah.
So do you see yourself getting in a serious relationship? Do you see yourself getting married?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see yourself raising your child with somebody else as her mother?
I think that's the hardest one for me. A couple of years ago, I think I would have said I don't see myself ever getting married. Now I'm just like, I'm not opposed to the idea. I might not go out looking to do it, but I'm not fully opposed to the idea of it anymore. But I do worry sometimes what's the limit of my love, because I know what that has felt like before. I know what, the ecstasy of the best thing that I had was. And
was she your best relationship?
Yeah, 100, not even close, not even the same planet. That was just like, more importantly, that was like my best friend. You know what I mean? So even like my, let's say platonic relationships, can't reach that. Like my friends won't reach that. So what about romantically? Is that even never gonna happen? And I have dated people that I cared for. I'm not an apathetic man that doesn't care about someone and just does stuff with them. I don't do that.
You're not nonchalant as well.
I am not a nonchalant guy. No. If anything, I'm on the opposite spectrum.
You're a lover boy.
We're either doing this or we're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I worry about that, and even furthermore, even the people that I've seen or am seeing, all of them, all 10 of them. Even then, like they don't interact with my daughter. I don't let that happen. Not because they shouldn't, but because I think it'd become too real if that happened.
Ooh, and you're not ready to face it.
Maybe that is it.
Yeah.
Maybe that is it. And also, my friend was shouting at me last time, telling me, but don't compare either.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like, don't compare what you felt then to what you felt then to what you feel now. But it's impossible so far for me not to do that. So I don't know.
Nobody's gonna replace her though, just so you know. But I mean, and we all kind of have this narrative of a man cannot live without a woman or a spouse, because men just generally cannot survive on their own, especially for a long time. And now you have a child and she's growing, and as much as you might worry about her, she's gonna grow up at some point and she's gonna be like, "I dog deuces, I'm going out," and you're gonna be like a sad dad drinking beers and not with a woman who could take care of you, being there for you. So I'm just wondering if those are things that you think about as well in your own spare time, in your own world, in the next 3 years, 5 years, or if now you were to meet a really great woman, would you be able to recognize, wow, but let me give her a chance and let me see how far we'll go with it without comparing her to Zibo?
I think I probably fumbled a couple. I probably fumbled a few. But timing is everything. If it didn't feel like it, then why I shouldn't have to force it through.
True.
Either. I don't want to be a situation. Companionship is amazing. I think for anybody, whatever type of companionship that is. But I'm not gonna force it. And also, I have more to mess up by forcing it. It's not just about me. I maybe if I was single completely with no kid, I could get into other stuff. And then if it fails, it fails. But I put both my feet in there. Whereas now there's always this trepidation before that anyway, because you are eventually going to be part of this larger thing that is more important than me.
Yeah. I think in closing now, I want to talk about your type. What's your type of woman? I mean, she might be watching us, might be listening in.
You have to be fun. You have to be fun. I hate a sour puss person. Sour puss is not. I hate a sour puss. I don't want to go. I want to. My litmus test of whether you work with somebody is if you were in the house with somebody, could you have a great time together? If you can't, then you probably are not meant to be. Yeah, exactly. So it has to be like that. It has to be just like a natural fire there, and then also you have to be attractive. Let's be for real.
Of course.
I've already made one gorgeous kid. Let me make another.
Yeah. So you're open to that too. That's great. Okay.
Now I am, because I've just been asking me, Daddy, I want a brother. I'm like, nice.
So she's ready as well.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. What else is your type? Go on. Go off. We're about to
What else is my type?
Yeah.
I don't really have a looks type, even though my friends say I do. I don't have a looks type, but of course attractive. Yeah, of course attractive.
That's it. So it's just two things: fun and attraction.
Be fun and attractive. Everything else I don't really care. I'm not gonna be like, you need to do this or that. Are you fun and attractive and just like a good person at heart?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, how about the body degree? Because men have this thing as well. Some have the. Yeah. She used to have gone to school.
I mean, have some sort of ambition as well.
Yeah.
Some ambition. Yeah, maybe you want a little boutique store somewhere. That's fine. Great. Yeah. Shout out Glotto. Yeah.
Yeah, Glotto's out there doing that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think we are closing off our conversation. But as we close it off, what's the thing that you don't think gets addressed when you would want it to be addressed in these sort of conversations about you, about whatever that you care about?
Like in terms of like what the like me and how people approach me?
Like no, and just questions. Like we are having a conversation now. Someone can see it as an interview, and then you have your own expectation. Is gonna ask me this, or she's gonna talk about this, and she never does. Or I've never had somebody talk about that, but I really want to talk about it. So what is that thing for you that you can talk about right now in the next 30 seconds?
I can't really think of one. I will say this. Also, because I've created such great relationships with people that have been through similar stuff, we've talked about this as well. Going back into opening yourself up for love emotionally and physically. Like for people that have lost partners, for example, getting intimate sexually with someone is actually quite hard. Yeah, that one I don't think is ever talked about. Getting intimate with somebody sexually is really hard in the beginning. I had so much guilt around my crash out time. Right.
Damn.
Yeah. So
you felt bad about it.
I felt bad. I felt like, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Or at least like soiling their memory or something. Even though like,
damn.
Yeah, you get a lot of that. That's one thing maybe that's not talked about in these grief situations. Yeah.
But now you feel better about it. You can
do actually still not fully, but way better, of course. But yeah, for a long time that was a big struggle. Yeah. I'm not saying I didn't do it, but I'm saying
it's a struggle.
Yeah, it's a mental thing you get around as well. So maybe that will be a little nugget for somebody that needs it.
Yeah. So what is your nugget then?
My nugget is that, you can respect the memory of somebody that you obviously shared times with, while also respecting yourself enough to know that that person will want you to be happy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. Where do we follow you on social media? So you're doing amazing with your music.
Yeah, we back. Aluta Continue right now. I think we're number 1 on 3 radio stations or something.
Aluta Continue on.
Yeah.
Mr. Footballer. What's that guy? Like a sporty guy, basketball player, the guy that you...
GG's, man. Don't you even worry about it. Show up at Frost Legato everywhere. Frost Legato, Legato. I actually need to open a TikTok soon, but everywhere else, that is up, yeah.
Frost Legato. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Frost Legato,
for
coming by Life Unscripted.
Thank you for having me.
All right, guys. Thank you for being a part of our show. We will see you on the next one. Cheers for now. Bye.